Branson's on the phone. So is Tom, Jessica, and Randy. They just got a match with Chris Demm, Dave, and Biggie. Whoever does it best gets the prize today. Glad to have them all on here. I'll read a match game puzzle. You get to try to just fill in the answer, fill in the blank. Matching 3 would be a perfect score, and Branson will get to go first. He's caller number 9. Hello, Branson. How you doing?
Doing well. Hope you guys are.
Doing very well, thank you. So the way this works is, since you're the first caller, first player, you get to choose A, B, C, or D. Which would you like?
C, please.
C it is. Okay, now I'm going to read you a sentence. I'll leave one word out of it, leave it blank. You think about how you would fill in the blank while Chris Demm, Dave, and Biggie write down how they'll fill it in. And if you match 3, you have a perfect score. Henry said, I think my mother-in-law is trying to tell me something. When I come to visit, before she lets me in the door, she sprays me with blank. Think about that. Everybody writes down their answer. Henry said, I think my mother-in-law is trying to tell me something. Whenever I come to visit, before she even lets me in the door, she sprays me with blank. Several answers here for you today.
Yeah.
Dave is already in.
I wonder how that term came about. Mother-in-law.
Mother-in-law and
your in-laws.
Your in-laws? I couldn't tell you.
Because it's not legally binding.
No.
I mean, right?
No. And, also, of course, the cliche is that you don't like your mother-in-law.
Right.
Mother-in-law is always used as, oh, your mother.
It's been a comedy punchline for a century.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I don't know where in-laws comes from. My in-laws are visiting as of Thursday. My brother-in-law and sister-in-law are up for a visit.
Okay.
Staying with us for about 8 to 10 days.
So this is your wife's
sister and her husband.
Do you put on pants when they're around?
Yes, I will.
Do you sit under your shawl?
Yes, I do.
You've mentioned this a few times now, and you've never mentioned the length of stay till now.
About 10 days. 10 days.
Yeah.
10 days.
He'll do 10. I said to my wife, let's make it a summertime adventure. And I won't say what she says back.
Is this one of those, perhaps, have you considered maybe a swap? Don't they have a home near the
they
coast?
do. They have a home in Charleston. Yes.
Maybe you could just swap.
I could just go down there while they come up here.
Couldn't hurt to bring it up
what
over
you're
a glass of
saying.
wine.
I see what you're saying.
My question is, what's here?
Well, I can't say. I can't say what's happening.
Oh, there's something
There's
happening
something
that you can't talk about.
And
All
she
right.
has to stay.
Okay.
They have to stay with us for 10 days.
All
That's
right.
what Biggie knows because we're best friends, but I can't tell y'all.
No.
Yeah, well, that's about the time for a jury.
Okay.
10 days. You don't have to say a word, Kelly. You're smart for not saying anything.
Thank you. All right, Branson. Henry said, I think my mother-in-law is trying to tell me something. Whenever I come to visit, before she even lets me in the door, she sprays me with blank. What do you say, Branson?
Lysol.
Lysol is a perfect answer. I love that answer. Let's see what Biggie says.
I went even darker. Raid.
Raid. 2 other things I haven't tried on my backside. Good try. Chris Demm.
I went darker. Delousing.
Delousing. Something about delousing. Still burning your eyes.
Burn your eyes.
David.
Well, I was going to say that I just used a roach killer.
Roach
killer.
killer.
There's Black Flag and there's Raid.
Doggone, Branson, I thought you gave a great answer, but nobody matched.
That's a good answer, too.
It is. 0 matches there, but don't worry. We've had 4-way ties at 0 before, so you're not out of this thing. Let's see what Tom can do. Hello, Tom. How you doing?
I'm doing great. How about you guys?
Doing well, thanks. There are 3 left. A, B, or D. Which would you like?
Let's go A.
A it is. All right, listen closely. Everybody writes down their answer to this. Ugly Edna went to the plastic surgeon. He said, Edna, the only thing I can lift your face with is a blank. It's improper. Shouldn't be saying that about someone. She's not real, though. Ugly Edna went to the plastic surgeon. He said, Edna, seriously, the only thing I can lift your face with is a blank. Chris Demm's already in. He got it. He's there. 1 match gives you the lead. 3 is a perfect score. Biggie,
you still toying with plastic surgery, Kelly, for your face?
I have thought about just a little something for the jowls.
Oh, you should do it.
You think?
And the Botox?
And the Botoxing for the lines up here,
Absolutely.
I don't know.
No, I think it's a good thing. You should do that.
You do?
Makes you feel good.
Yeah.
You know, we had Kelly and I had an appearance Friday night, Raleigh, North Carolina, Man Expo, and you took your glasses off for most of the time, and I didn't recognize.
Oh, I know now. I know.
Yeah, I mean, you're.
I know. I'm glasses on almost all the time.
That's on your emoji that you created. You put glasses on him.
I'm wearing them 75% of the time now. So just when I sit at home and watch TV, I don't have them on. Otherwise, and so often, I'm researching and reading and always tinkering. And
Despite the hate dumbass emails. If you're at your swimming pool and a young lady walks by, do you whip them off real fast?
Always, yeah. Of course, I have my sunglasses that are also readers. They're bifocal type.
Hot.
Yeah. Ladies don't notice that.
I know. And I used to have some that would flip up and down, those.
That explains why he's reading a snow cone.
Thanks. All right. Back over to Tom. Ugly Edna went to the plastic surgeon. He said, Edna, the only thing I can lift your face with is a blank. What do you say, Tom?
How about forklift?
Forklift, I love. I think it's a tremendous answer. You need one for the lead. Biggie.
Crane.
Not the same thing?
Crane.
No.
Forklift's different.
Not the same thing. That's right. Chris Demm.
Sorry, Crane.
David.
Well, Crane lifts it, and I thought maybe it needed to. I said Jack.
Oh, Jack. Doggone.
From down below.
All around it.
Forklift is a great answer. 0 matches. That's 2 players with 0 matches, but they both did well, and all of y'all had good possibilities there. Jessica, we have a 2-way tie at 0. You can have the lead here, picking B or D. Hello, Jessica. How are you?
I'm doing great. Hope you guys are too.
Doing well, thanks. Would you like B as in boy or D as in dog?
B as in boy.
B as in boy. Here it is. Ed said, when I got divorced, my wife's lawyer really tore me apart. Her lawyer even got one of my blanks. Think about that, Jessica. Everybody else writes. 1 gives you the lead. 3 is a perfecto. Ed said, when I got divorced, my wife's lawyer really tore me apart. Her lawyer even got one of my blanks. Think about it and write the answer. All right, Dave's perplexed. You've been through it. Well, all right. You should be the first one in.
Well, there's so many things to choose from, you see.
That's right. Chris Demm is in.
There's that.
Biggie is
There's
in.
that.
Mm-hmm.
There's that.
Oh, he's just making a list. That's like a grocery list.
There's that.
Ed said,
What would Jessica say?
When I got divorced, my wife's lawyer really tore me apart. Her lawyer even got one of my blanks. All right. Everybody's in. Jessica, fill in that blank. What do you say?
Oh no. Okay. Can I say balls?
Yeah, balls.
Loud and proud you can.
Testicles, nuts, balls, sure.
We don't judge on this show.
Sure.
Kahunas, gonads. Okay. We're not judging. Biggie.
I said arms, one of my arms.
My arms. He kept it above board.
I did.
Sure did.
See if Chris Demm went a little blue.
You know I did. Testes.
1.
Clinical.
Dave, you've been through it.
Got one of his girlfriends.
Oh, one of his girlfriends. I thought, okay. So 1, Jessica. 1 match from Christopher Demm.
For 1 ball.
And that gets rid of Branson and Tom, and Randy is the only guy left with a chance to beat you with 2, but it is certainly doable. Randy, hello, how are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Doing very well. Here is your match game puzzle, the last one. On the 2 Guys Named Chris Amateur Hour, when they have...
You might need to explain this one.
It's not what we're in right now.
It's when Chris and Chris have local talent in to perform. All right.
Like American Idol.
Like American Idol, right?
But 50 years older.
Correct. Right. Freddie the ventriloquist was so awful that Biggie came out and blanked Freddie's dummy.
It's like America's Got Talent.
That's America's
That's what it is.
That's what it is, yeah. On the 2 Guys Named Chris Amateur Hour, similar to America's Got Talent, Freddie the ventriloquist was so awful that Biggie came out and blanked Freddie's dummy. So you have to think about that and write down your answer.
There was a time in our radio business, we talked about radio being invented 100 years or so ago,
Yeah.
when one of the most popular radio performers of his time was a ventriloquist.
Who's that?
Charlie McCarthy?
Charlie McCarthy.
Charlie McCarthy, yes. That's
And
right.
Edgar Bergen.
That's right. A radio ventriloquist.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
No, I mean, it's ventriloquism literally on the radio.
And it worked. Yeah.
And, but when he would do it, and he eventually graduated to television, and
That's
it's
right.
like, he's terrible.
Yeah.
His lips moved.
Yeah.
He was not a good ventriloquist.
Well, he didn't have to be a good
And no, he was related to Candace Bergen, right? Was that his?
Is that her
That her
grandfather?
It's her grandfather. Is that right?
Edgar Burke. I'm not sure which, but they're definitely related.
Crazy.
Well, that probably came out of vaudeville too.
Mhm. Yeah,
and then went into radio. But weren't some of the radio shows radio? Didn't they have audiences sometimes?
For sure. Yes, that's
Yeah,
right.
they did them in
That's-
theaters.
Yeah, so he would do the. Well, remember we competed against the morning show, Jack and the Gorilla, but Jack was
There's only
gorilla.
one person.
Yeah, Jack was the gorilla. And
No
he'd be
gorilla.
like- he'd be like, "Morning, gorilla." Hey, Jack. Yeah. Talent.
Crushed us.
Pure talent.
Yeah,
Just killed
he
us.
crushed-
Killed us.
Crushed us.
Steamrolled us and retired. Morning, everybody. Morning, gorilla. Morning, Jack. Always doing that. Oh, man, that's good stuff. Okay, Randy for the win. On the Two Guys Named Chris Amateur Hour, Freddie the ventriloquist was so awful that Biggie came out and blanked Freddie's dummy. What do you say, Randy?
I'm going to say he stole it.
Stole Freddie's dummy. This is for the win now. If you get 2, Biggie.
Punched.
Punched. Good one, but not a match. Chris Demm, we're looking for stole.
Well, I'm so old, I remember when they were made out of nothing but wood. So I said torch.
Torched, yeah. Is that another good one?
Yeah, they were with.
Dave, this is for the ball game now. He needs a stole for a tie and an overtime. Can you give it to him?
I'm slightly embarrassed.
Mm-hmm.
He sat on.
Sat on. And Biggie's trying to look at
That's what I knew.
This is Biggie
I'd,
2.0.
I'd like to thank Chris Demm for keeping it above board. We knew. I knew what you were trying to do there with that question.
Not me.
And I knew one would fall for it. That one.
We're gonna just we're gonna
come out and sit on it because it's fat. I was hoping somebody would write 8.
I erased it.
Yeah, see?
I can still see the shadow of the word 8.
The word 8 is still there.
Shadow.
visible.
It's still there, still readable.
It's
Still
good,
readable.
but sitting on it's better.
We're not going to be able to play the theme music to close today.
Nope.
It's too painful.
The joy has been sucked out.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take this $40 I got, and I'm going to take Chris Demm to lunch. At a healthy place.
We can get 2 salads.
Yeah.
Biggie,
With craisins.
hold on a minute. Let Chris Demm drive. He'll know where the healthy place is.